Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of the Fishing Teacher, and much appreciated you guys coming by the channel to check out today's episode. And we're going to be talking about fishing black topwater lures today. This is a color that they have a very loyal following, people that know about black topwaters, but the majority of the bass fishing public doesn't use them very often. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to explain to you guys the exact set of conditions where these colors of a black topwater lure will outproduce any other color you can throw. I think it's going to add up to some good fish for you guys. Also, before we get started, guys, I'd like to remind you of two different things here, two different housekeeping tips. Anyone interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, you can do that by going to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler, and just shoot me a private message. And also, guys, we have our summer Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns up on the site now. These are maps that I build for Fish the Moment specifically. I'll put my lake map breakdown link in the description of this video. These are great resources to get you some good fishing spots on your favorite lake that you probably don't know about, or if you don't know a lake, you've never been to a lake, this is a good way to get you some good spots for it. So all those links will be in the description of the video. Really appreciate that. Okay guys, a black topwater lure. This is these colors have been around forever. Black topwater is nothing new, but one of the things that I found out about black topwater plugs is that they have a small following of very loyalists on it. In other words, a lot of older guys like black topwater. For some reason, they've been around for a long time, and a lot of the old dudes that I fish with really like black topwaters. And there is a group of anglers out there that fish topwaters a lot that just love them, and they don't talk about them much. So what I want to do is I want to explain to you guys the set of conditions that they work the best in. Now, the first time that I saw how effective these things were is I used to float some creeks in southwest Missouri here with this old friend of mine. He was like 80 years old when we were floating together. And his favorite bait to throw was a black wood chopper. And he'd had it on a Zebco 808 spin cast reel. And he'd take that black wood chopper and cast it up underneath overhanging trees as we were floating down the rivers and creeks and just whacked them on the thing. And it made me realize how effective black was. And I started using it on a lot of different type of lures. So there's three primary lures that I want to show you guys that work good for me in black, and I'll describe the situations each one of them do. Now, the first one is a black spook, guys, a black walking topwater. This is a black super spook here. That's one of them I use. Second one is a black buzzbait. This is that Megabass Jamaican boa. And also, guys, I'll have my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. If you guys want to order one of these three, you can use that link in the description and get you some here. But a black buzzbait. And then a black whopper plopper. This is one I've hand painted myself. They have a color called Loon in the whopper plopper that comes black, but this is the one I've done it myself. Okay, now before I get into the situations on these three lures, let's talk a little bit about the situations that a black works the best in. It's pretty broad, in other words, depending upon the conditions you have versus the lure. Now, if I'm fishing a black buzzbait, first of all, black buzzbait works really good in shallow off-colored water if that water temperature is in the upper 50s to around 70 degrees. So I love to use a black buzzbait in the springtime of the year. From about late March into May, black's probably one of my favorite lures out there. If you're fishing off-colored water where you have water visibility of, say, less than 2 foot, a black buzzbait can work really good in any type of sunlight or sky conditions, especially if you got some shade. So say, for example, you've got 15 inches of visibility, you've got a sunny day, and you've got some shade coming off a bank, maybe a shady bank or trees putting out some shade. You can throw that black buzzbait in that shallow off-colored water, and they absolutely love it, especially around shallow vegetation. If you got some off-colored water around shallow vegetation, black buzzbait is really, really good bait to use with that. Now, like with a lot of these other ones here too, is if you have a little bit cleaner water, you can still catch them on the black buzzbait, but you need a little bit more lower light conditions. Early in the morning, late in the evening, something along those lines. The other two that I fish, the whopper plopper and the super spook here, these are very situational in terms of the exact situations that they work the best in. Now, first of all, in order to catch them on a black spook and a black whopper plopper, I like a little bit cleaner water. So for both of these, I like about to having a minimum of, say, 3 foot of visibility. 3 to 4, maybe 5 foot of visibility is going to be really, really good. Now, you would think that a black topwater in that clear water wouldn't work that good. You'd think more of a natural color, like a translucent, like some type of a shad pattern might work better. Something about it, I don't know what it is, it's one of those deals that if you've got some clean water and you've got low light conditions, like you have, 75% cloud cover or a cloudy or rainy day, you give me 3.5, 4 foot of visibility, a cloudy day, and guys, you'll whack them on a black topwater under those situations. They are a clear water, low light condition color for whatever reason that, I don't know, it's just hard to explain. One of the things you'll find out about it is if they want a black topwater, they want a black topwater. It's like they're either on it or they're not on it at all. That's sort of the experimental thing that you have to figure out. But if you get those conditions that I'm talking about with the buzzbait and with the walking topwater and with the whopper plopper, there's very few situations I have seen where it does not work. Another thing about black lures here, for the most part, they're very attractive to largemouth bass. Now, I'm not saying you can't catch smallmouth or spotted bass on it, but it seems like to me that largemouth really prefer the black topwaters over the spotted bass and smallmouth. It's just sort of one of those deals. Another reason with this, from what I found, it's like, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, topwater fishing is usually good anytime the water temperature is over 60 degrees. It doesn't matter if it's March or November, as long as you have 60 degrees. But for whatever reason, they like black topwaters, again, in between that March and that early June time frame, like we're getting into right now. And then it seems like to me, after that, they prefer some type of a shad pattern. It's one of those, it doesn't make any sense at all, because there's nothing in nature that resembles a black topwater. I mean, unless it's a blackbird or something in the water. So it's not like it looks like a shad going through the water or any type of thing that the fish normally eat, but there's something about the color of black in correlation with those conditions that I've talked about. I don't know if the fish, they just react to it, or it looks different to them, or they can see it better, but it's just a great lure under those conditions there. So that's sort of my guidelines with it. If I have some clear water situation and I have a low light situation, I got the black whopper plopper, the black spook on. If the fish are shallow, like less than 5 foot of water, I'm usually throwing the whopper plopper. If the fish are deeper, like say I'm fishing out off deeper points or out off the bank a little bit more, I'll go with the super spook. Draws them up out of deeper water a little bit more. But it's just really, really good way to catch them. So anyway, guys, add them to your arsenal, guys. Black topwater is awesome under certain conditions. They catch big ones. One of the things about a black topwater, it normally catches the bigger fish on average than like a shad pattern does. And they're definitely worth a spot in your box. So hope it helps you guys catch a few. We'll talk later.